Hello and welcome to another edition of PaynePoints of Interest, where we can talk about and answer questions relating to all things in small business. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's start the discussion. Hey guys, I'm your host, Sarah Harbuck, and with me is Ray Coleman.
How you doing?
And we're going to answer a question today from K-Wolfgang on Reddit. He says, how do I submit my e-commerce business as a DBA? Does it matter where I file a DBA for an e-commerce site? How do I apply for e-commerce business license? And also, as an e-commerce site, can I register my business in any state?
This is one of those things I knew absolutely nothing about. He really hit me in a weak spot here.
Well, okay, so I would think, just starting out, you would register your DBA with whatever state you currently reside in.
Well, yeah, whatever state you're in, like whenever you start your company, like
wherever you're currently
online
living,
or whatever, you really need to begin with going to your local, not what I'm looking for, legal.
Not tax assessor.
It's like yes,
but,
it's not the tax assessor, but the city hall.
Yeah. The entity specifically escapes my vocabulary at the moment.
Mine
but you guys
as well,
might know what
which
we're
is really
about.
weird. But locally, where you register your business and your DBA name is registered at that time.
Yeah.
So
and that's going to require. I mean, it's going to have different requirements varying from state to state or region to region. But doing it where you live initially when you first start the business, whether it's e-commerce or a actual like brick and mortar, you're going to do it where you live. So that's the first thing.
And why do you do that? Because it makes you a legal entity.
Right.
At that point, and that's what you want.
If you need to know if you even need a DBA, I would recommend contacting some kind of a professional, but there are services online like LegalZoom or what's that other one, where you can maybe ask those kinds of questions and find out for maybe less than a normal lawyer's hourly rate.
You can find that information pretty easily from a quick Google search.
LegalZoom may be too much of a thing. You could probably just Google.
I was going to say, just use Google. Google is the be-all and end-all for quick and fast knowledge. So, why would you want to use a DBA?
Well, if you're selling goods, you have to pay sales tax, so you would need a DBA to establish a tax ID number. Yes.
Well, you already have that when you register your LLC. It's like what do you need a DBA for?
Oh,
like,
so you're saying, but in addition to, like, some people will only do a DBA, they don't do an LLC.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I'm pointing out the registration.
It's better they just go straight to an LLC.
If you go ahead and do an LLC, then you've already registered a business name, so you don't need to fill out
DBA.
The extra step of a DBA.
Isn't the LLC the paperwork's a little more expensive than a DBA?
I'm a little weirded out by what it means for e-commerce. In other words, for an LLC, the purpose of a DBA is for you to have a marketing name that's different than your company name.
Well, I think if you're going to sell anything, product or service, you need to have something that separates you from yourself personally. So, I mean, if you're going to start a business where you're selling something online, you should just have an LLC.
Yeah.
And, go through that. DBAs, it's kind of redundant.
Yeah,
you're going to pay a little bit more money for an LLC, but not that much more. And
now,
it's super easy.
A DBA will come into effect when you want to open up another business underneath a LLC you've already started. Then you will need a DBA to open up that second business, because that business will be doing a business under a name that's different than what you started with.
Yeah.
So that's when your DBAs come into effect. I don't. Again, when the component that gives me pause here is e-commerce, because I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about when he says e-commerce. That can be many things. To a certain extent, we're all doing e-commerce because we're all doing our marketing online for the most part.
True.
But if he's talking about buying and selling things strictly online, then I'm not sure how that works, since he's going to be using probably networks that aren't involved with his company, such as eBay or Amazon.
Right.
If he's using his own if he uses his own home baked selling network, then again I would say a DBA is not necessary.
Yeah.
But if you're selling products under eBay or
Etsy.
Amazon or Etsy or Quidbits or whatever you have, if you're doing it that way, then a DBA may be necessary in order to keep yourself from stepping on someone else's marketing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that initially way back a million years ago when I started my very first photography portrait business, I did a DBA just because, I needed to pay taxes and I didn't want it to necessarily be just...
You didn't want it to be structured like an LLC.
Right. Of course, as I got more experience in business, I was like, yeah, that's probably a better way to go. So that way they can't sue me if something's wrong.
Right.
Things like that.
Sarah Harbuck doing business as is pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, I was 20 something at the time, stupid and young and dumb and, how you are when you're that age. And you learn through experience and just...
No offense there, Megan.
No, I mean, no, for real. Like, you learn as you make mistakes, really. Honestly, those are the biggest teachers in life. So as I got older and started other businesses, it was like, yeah, LLCs, way to go. Unless you want to do some sort of S-corp, partnership, which, I never really ventured into that, but I know my husband Ben has done that with most of his partners on different businesses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for an e-commerce business,
It's not that different from e-commerce. Isn't that different from regular old business standpoint?
Right.
As far as the structure is concerned, as far as how the taxes are paid. Now, the other question he has was, can you register it anywhere if it's e-commerce? Like, I would honestly say that you're going to have to register that thing local, wherever you are.
Yes, wherever
your
you
address
live.
is, wherever you live is where you have to register your business. Even when you have a company that's completely online, if you do a little bit of digging,
you have to pay taxes somewhere, and
yes,
they're gonna.
Exactly.
Uncle Sam's gonna come and get you wherever you are. You know,
do a little bit of digging, and you will see that company is actually registered at a home base somewhere.
Yes,
it'll be in Topeka, or it'll be in Seattle, or it'll be in BFE, Idaho.
Yeah,
but it's registered somewhere because he has to have a local tax base.
Right.
So there's, I would say that is a kind of a futuristic idea.
I think the major reason why
you register your company for the world rather than for your local.
The reason why you have DBAs or LLCs is so that you pay taxes to that particular community in which you live, state, whatever. So yes, you would always do that, I think, based on where you live and why you would register it globally. Are there businesses? I'd be curious. For somebody who knows more than we do, is that a thing? Does that exist?
I'm curious about that as well.
Because
even if you're selling stuff, if you're providing a product that is e-commerce and you're selling it online and you're having to deliver, you have to have some place to store it and ship it.
Has
and go
a huge
and
online website, and they're
Absolutely.
based in Arkansas.
Yeah.
But they have stores all over the country.
Yeah, they got stores everywhere.
But their business is registered in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
So I feel like, yeah, it's wherever your main headquarters is, that's where your business should be registered. But, hey, we don't know everything. So if you guys have better answers for this particular question than we do, we would love
anybody has more
to hear
experience with e-commerce than
yeah.
Like I'm a real brick and mortar guy.
Yeah.
So if you got some experience with e-commerce and how that is structured legally, if it's different than a brick and mortar, just let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Contact us on our website, PaynePoints.com, Facebook and LinkedIn at PaynePoints, Instagram at Payne.points, and Twitter at PointsPayne. You can even call us or text us at 855-PAYNEPT. That's 855-729-6378. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We hope this was interesting. We hope you all have a great day. So let's get to work.
Bye, guys.